What's up, guys? Today we're looking at something interesting. This is Gen 1 Modern, and we're with Copen today.
It's modern Gen 1. You got it reversed.
Oh,
But yeah, I am indeed here. I'm a fellow YouTuber. I do laddering content. Um, Subscribe or what? Advertising myself.
yeah, subscribe. So, the
Oh,
first.
we're already like turn 4.
It's
This
alright.
this is going really fast. You gotta turn this down a bit.
Well, the first thing I'd like to know is it looks insane. Like, everything is very big. I'm seeing Pokemon I've never seen before. So maybe you could tell us a little bit of has happened so far.
All right. You gotta turn the speed slower. We're seeing some Amnesia Primarina, very insane tech. And we're seeing a recover on the +2 energy ball for the death as the Kartana comes in to revenge kill it.
So I'm seeing a big yellow mon. Does it do? Does it do
It's
things?
it's it's pretty much just a fire type. If you know your fire type was not a fire type.
And I know Ting Lu from like VGC, like modern. So I guess that's in here as well.
Yeah, that's just a bulky guy. That's just a bulky ground.
And is there spikes in
Dude,
this?
there's not hazards.
So they're just swinging.
They're just swinging. No items, no hazards. Just back to Gen 1. We're seeing Zeraora on both sides. And I think Volkner is in a better position here.
Yeah, he's up 2 months. Um, so
Right,
definitely.
he's up 1 mon now. Corviknight will wall this though. Corviknight does just like kind of destroy this team. Like the defensive core of Corviknight Latios versus the 3 revealed is not gonna be easy to get past.
Because Corviknight's like,
And they reveal the Dunsparce, which definitely does not help versus the Corviknight.
yeah, because it's a bug and Corviknight is flying. And it looks like it's going to boost up, but is it going to be able to get through anything?
It depends on if it's Fire Blast or if it's Drill Run. If it's Fire Blast, it'll get through this core, probably no problem. But if it's Drill Run, it's gonna have to boost up really high to be able to do damage. Which, considering they clicked Coil, I'm gonna assume it's probably Drill Run.
And here's the crits, but it doesn't do that much. So I assume.
And it is it outsped. Oh, Latios is paralyzed too. Latios came in on the coil, which reapplies its paralysis, and it's 1/16th speed instead of 1/4, which is a very weird mechanic in Gen 1.
It outspeeds because of what?
The Dunsparce clicked coil, and when you boost your own stat, if your enemy is paralyzed, it will reapply their paralysis again. And this applies to burn too. So because the Dunsparce clicked coil on Latios coming in, it quarters Latios' speed again.
That's insane.
But
Generation is insane. I love it.
we see our Caledon in the back from Volkner. They're both bringing very um what's the word? Niche mons. Very interesting niche mons.
Are they high tier?
Our Caledon is definitely not, but the Dunsparce is like maybe B minus,
Yeah, yeah.
if that. And all the other mons are pretty standard. Primarina is pretty out there too.
So the rest is all high tiers.
The rest is all like just solid like A guys.
And we're seeing a Starmie. Like, what are they doing here?
Starmie, so you see Iron Treads. It pretty much completely walls. You can always Volt Switch, but you can't really like outplay Volt Switch. but it's the best switching in the tier aside from like Cartana, and you see a Cartana on their side too. It's the best switch into Iron Treads and like Garchomp, Ting Lu, Zygarde too.
That's nice.
And you see the Zygarde.
It's nice to see Gen 3 mons here. But this game looks over. Would you say it looks over as well?
Depends if it's Vacuum Wave, which is not. So I think it could still go either way. I mean, it depends on the speed tie because they both sweep each other with Zeraora. How much is Archaladon at? Because Archaladon will be able to live a hit probably. Yeah.
Yeah, 86 in Parad. Yeah, it's getting pretty close
But,
here.
but Cartana also walls Archaladon. So they could have gone for just a full para and 2 KO with Blaze Kick. Actually, Thunder Wave, which I think was a misplay. They should have killed that. Because now it dies, and now it's just on Zeraora versus Zeraora speed tie.
Wow. And this is a speed tie.
It's just speed tie, yep.
That was insane.
It was
Well,
just a speed tie.
well, here in the chat they're saying that. What are they saying?
Blaze Kick missed treads. I didn't even see that. Was that at the beginning? Because Blaze Kick does do about 90 to treads. It does not one hit shot though.
Oh, fair.
Treads dodged a flip turn. Wait, go to turn 16. Is that? Were we still talking? What? Where's the treads dodging the flip turn? Oh wait, dodged a. Oh, okay. They were talking about full pair. I'm like, they dodged a flip turn. But yeah, that also did matter because if you flip turn with Latios on this, then Zero can just come in and one shot it with a chip.
All right. Well, that was cool. Let's analyze the game a bit. Now we have a bit of time.
All right, let's go to turn 1. We missed like the first like 10 turns.
Well, let's do the end game first, and then we'll go to turn one. So this was a speed tie, yes.
This was just a speed tie, yeah. If you go like 5 turns back, there's actually quite a bit of choices to be made. Like go back like 1 or 2 more. It's like they both like here. If they didn't stack Corviknight can like come in on Cartana and U-turn, or they can just sack and bring Zeraora in. Like I don't actually. It's like very interesting. It's like it's a surprisingly deep end game for something that is just like Zeraora kills every mon on both sides.
Because I
Because
I assume that this Kartana is faster than the Arcaludon and it kills it with a crit, but it wouldn't have crit without.
yeah, it definitely would not have killed without a crit. That does like 40 maybe.
So then the Arcaludon would have killed the Kartana.
Yeah, but then it still comes down to a speed tie because Zeraora just comes in,
Right.
finishes it with CC, then it's same speed tie.
Well, that was cool.
Was,
Unless you have more to say, we'll go back to the start.
I don't. It was always gonna come down to a speed tie, I think, because like, DMBs can't kill anything with Zeraora, or they can't kill the Zeraora with anything except the Zeraora. It's a very like standard leads. These are common leads. Coming out of Thunderwave, I think Thunderwave was pretty bold there. It's just like obvious switch-ins or switch-inning.
Yeah, so it looks
We do
pretty
see Roost Latios, which is pretty rare.
as
And Roost
opposed.
is notably better than Recover because if your HP is like if you are missing 255 HP or 256, I'm not sure, but your Recover will just fail. So if Latios is at like 100 health left, like 30%, and they click Recover, on that exact HP amount, recover would just fail.
Right.
So Roost is like you're never going to use 32 PP on recover or 16 PP on recover. So there's no reason to use recover over Roost.
Yeah. So this Starmie comes in and it thunder waves, but it just dies. Like, would you say this was worth it? Because I feel like this is what's
Um,
changed the momentum of the game.
I'm not. I don't. It depends on their answer, because I don't think they really had a good answer to Primarina.
Right. Because if we
Like
go,
looking at this team, Zero Aura is just running Volt Switch. That does like 35. Primarina has like 100 special bulk. You know, it's like Mew bulk. So Volt Switch not going to do a lot. Hydro Pump does like 45 back. Even like in a 1v1, this is not a good like situation. And their whole team, like we have Water Weak Treads, we have Water Weak Tinglu. Tinglu is also slower. Dudunsparce I think is also slower than Primarina. And it's like Kartana is not a resist really. So like looking at their team, Primarina is a massive threat, especially if it's like Aqua Jet.
so they just didn't
And just
have a
being
good,
able to,
they didn't have a good switch in.
yeah, they definitely did not have a good switch in. That was like their best switch in. You
Uh,
know, if they just like Primarina could have easily done like so much work if it was like flip turning on Tinglu. I'm not sure if it was flip turn. It was probably Blizzard Hydro Pump for the last two moves, because I don't think anything but Amnesia Energy got revealed.
so they had to let go this Starmie, but with that, they are 1-1 down.
I
Uh,
think Psycho Cutting was more important than recovering, but I'm not sure if they have Psycho Cut even. They could just be Blizzard flip turn, recover Thunderwave.
right. And here they lose most of the health, and here they lose the Tinglu right afterwards. So these
Yeah,
were
it's like they're
with the
using like a
crits.
very offensive team. I mean, Blaze Kick is guaranteed crit, so
Oh, right.
I don't think either player really got luck. I mean, the turn 16 like flip turn full para maybe, but
Did he
I don't
have?
even remember how Iron Treads died.
So did he have to lose the Tinglu there as well?
I mean, their Zero Aura switching is their last two are Treads to Dunsparce, right? So definitely not a good Zero switching either, because it's either go your own Zero Aura, Cortana instantly dies, Treads does not switch in on any move aside from Volt Switch or Thunderwave. The Dunsparce just takes a billion from everything.
So would you say
So yeah,
this was
it was
like
really goating Blue.
was this like a bad team matchup?
I mean, I think they brought like some mons that don't really have a lot of synergy. Like usually when you're using Starmie, you want to be using things that are weak to Iron Treads or like, other grounds to capitalize on its like defensive potential, especially if you're using Recover Thunderwave. But they don't really like they also had a Cortana, which does the same thing generally. So I think if they like replaced Cortana with like a Tapu Koko, maybe the Dunsparce or something. I don't really know why the Dunsparce is here. I think that would be better.
So then they would have
Like
had
maybe
the
like a
switch ins.
Kyurem Tapu Koko or something.
They would have had the switch ins if they had done that.
Yeah.
So maybe just not the best team.
Like I think Kyurem would generally like give this team a really boost its defensive profile.
Right. Well, and that's pretty much what did it for the game. So I say let's go on to the next.
Yeah.
Um,
Shivam versus Toxin DB Maj, I think is okay. Toxtricity and DB Maj. I don't even know. Is that like a city? Or
I don't even try it with the
also
names.
we see a phalanx, but they are met with the hardest phalanx wall in the entire game. There is no beating Gliscor.
And they can't retreat. So
Yep, they can't
because
swap out because
because of the stance
they use
boost.
no retreat.
And is Gliscor does he have like poison heal here like in the other gens?
No, it's just Gliscor. It's like it's kind of like a Landorus. like a Landorus theory, and then like Gen 8, Gen 6, Gen 7.
And here's the Garchomp that you talked
Oh,
about earlier.
I did talk about this. They're actually using my team, I think. This is my nickname for Garchomp.
Oh,
They're
that's
actually
cool.
both using my teams, actually. This is also my nickname for Starmie.
That's sick.
Yeah, this is this has to be an old team. I haven't used Phalanx in forever. I'm pretty sure the Gliscor team is pretty recent though. I remember using Gliscor Starmie. Like, don't remember what the last three are. There's a Gudra. Very, very good Mon. Gudra has insane coverage
Yeah, the
with
Fire
Fire Blast,
Blast.
Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor, Steel Beam. Nothing really switches into it, but it just dies to Melmetal here. And we see we see the Dunsparce again.
Again, yeah.
But it's a different set. This is Amnesia, Agility, Stored Power,
But
Roost.
it always seems to be boosting up.
Oh hey, we see a forfeit on the spot. To Amnesia, Agility, Stored Power to Dunsparce. I did not remember this team until I saw this to Dunsparce and saw the Agility. I'm like, yep, I know exactly what set this was.
Um, well,
I don't even remember sending this in the Discord. Like, where did they get this?
uh, so that was pretty sick. So, if we look at the end game, so the Dunsparce comes in on the Melmetal, which it kills. No, it just boosts.
I mean, it just boosts in front of it.
And there's a
Probably could
para
have boosted up more.
and another
Actually,
para.
both of those mattered. If it got Thunderwave, it would be pretty. With Gen 1, even if you get Thunderwave, though, if you agility, it removes the Thunderwave speed drop.
Oh, so when
So it still had options, but it could have gotten full parried.
right,
But I think did they reveal moves on their Zero Aura? Can you check the Zero Aura set? On
um,
It's just hidden power. Okay. Well, it's probably not CC then. Volt Switch, Blaze Kick, Thunderwave are required. But if it was close combat, they could drop their own defenses and then reapply the paralysis again to kill it, which would
right,
be really funny. And Garchomp can also do that with Draco Meteor, but Draco Meteor is not going to do a lot with Amnesia boosts.
like you mentioned before, like the stat change reapplies paralysis
Yeah, it's actually like one of the most important mechanics here because it's like Draco Meteor is a good move. Close combat is on Zero Aura.
because the
There's probably a few
Dunsparce
more.
would have removed the paralysis by doing the speed. So then Zero Aura would have reapplied it by doing the stat change.
Yeah, it gets removed, reapplied.
That's sick.
That would have got removed again because I would agility after that. So if knowing Thunder Wave mechanics is very important in this tier.
Um, so like if we, so that was analysis for the end game. Like maybe we can
This
see.
this lead was like really bad for. Did they swap? Oh wait, did they ruination? I was like, okay, why is this Phalanx at 50? Does start an HP Ice here. They actually switch out. HP Ice does not kill Gliscor, but EQ also doesn't kill back. They just miss ruination. I don't think this mattered because they won.
Yeah,
You know, Tinglu was only taking 22 from Earthquake. And we have the best switching in the game to this. Like, unless you like get insanely lucky with crits, you're not breaking Stymie with Garchomp.
right. So,
They do actually recover here. Like, they were predicting a switch into Gliscor with that double Iron Bash, but they just like recovered. And then they probably Thunderwave there, but it got stuffed out by just full Bara.
yeah.
I don't know. Why did they go into Hoodra if they have a Gliscor? Gliscor also just hard walls Melmetal.
Hmm.
I mean, we may never know that one. But I think nowadays, because this is a very old team, this might even be a Gen 8 team on Shivam's side. Like,
Yeah, because
nowadays,
there's no really
Melm is
new
not very
ones.
good. Yeah, it's even hidden power. You don't see hidden power Zero Aura much anymore because Gen 9 added a lot of new ground types. You know, Iron Treads, Great Tusk. I think there was like one or two more. But as opposed to Gen 8, every Gen 8 ground was like Garchomp, Landorus, Gliscor. All those are 4 times Ice Weak. So Zero Aura just like hidden power iced, two-shot them, maybe one-shot them with a crit. None of them can kill with EQ back, so it had a very good matchup in the grounds. Meanwhile, nowadays, I forgot Ting Lu. That was like the third ground. It's right there. Ting Lu is right there. It's like right now, normally this would be a good position for Zero Aura. Like leading into a ground type, Zero Aura wins that matchup. But in this gen, you can't. Like HPI does 20, 25 to Ting Lu, and you're just walled. Not walled, but like you definitely aren't doing a lot of damage.
Right. Well,
So I think this is a Gen 8 team.
well, I say we end the video there. It's been very interesting. And maybe subscribe to Copen. Link in description.
I would definitely like that.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.